Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Antoinette here from Antoinette Intuitive Tarot and Jewellery. I'm just going to give you a quick flip through on my Traveller's Notebook. Why I say flip through, what I mean is how I'm doing my week ahead. I have put one of these up before, but because they're quite personal and private, I don't do these often, so I just thought I'd show you as I set up for the week ahead. And then you can maybe incorporate some of that into your life too. This year is going to be a little bit more about balance and keeping things simple for me, so I have simplified a lot of what I'm doing in my journals. Plus, as we get busy again and we start to hopefully go back to normal, I'll have less time to sit doing all this stuff, so I don't want to plan too much complicated things in before I get there. So this is my Traveller's Notebook, and I've got a number of things in there. I've stuck a pen in just to mark the page so I know what I'm doing. I love this book. I have already selected my washi tape, by the way, for the week. So what I have in here is I have a couple of books with different things. So one with ideas. I have one about my development and journaling in there. And then I have pages that I have collaged onto. So these are all just cut out stickers, bits of tissue paper, bits of paper bag that I've kept and collected. And this is my Planet Perfectly. So here we go, 2021. So I've written down already, my card is card temperance, my keywords, there we go, balance, starting with it, and some of the keywords that to me stand out with regards to that card, and some information. And then I've got some, as I think of more things, I'll journal it and jot it down into here. So this is kind of like my Planet Perfectly, like goals, ideas, my ideal, how I'd like my ideal day to be. I'd probably write in here, I'd write my ideal day down, and that'd be like my dream, wish come true. And then again with my actual diaries, so this one I've been using since October, so October, November, December, and then we got January in here as well. Yeah, I could have started a new one, but I decided not to because I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have for this one moving forwards, just with everything else I've got planned. So I'll run through till I've used up all the pages basically, and then I'll see how I'm doing and whether I want to put the next insert in. But this really doesn't bother me running through. At least I know I'm using them up. And again, that's all just collages on there from things that I've purchased. So what I do is I use washi tape down the sides, which is the Planner Perfect kind of method, so that indicates that's 1 week there. And if I just show you here, 1, 2, 3, so you can see, then we got a different one. That was my dog, sorry. We've got more washi tape. So it's just one way of indicating that you're into a different week. There's different washi tape, although they look quite similar. So that's just one way of doing it. And I do stick a big sticker in the middle. And the other thing that I like to do is I like to separate out my breakfast, lunch and dinner, and I do like to do reflections on the bottom. I also like to put some colour coding in. So I've picked orange for this because it's January, we're in a new year, and it's really quite simple. This is how I use it. So I've worked out how much space I need for each day. And I just simply do that to mark up my days. You can draw in there if you want with black pen. It's entirely up to you. Marjorie's just having a play in her cage. Okay, so it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, because I start, in this one, my weeks start on Sundays. In my Happy Days planner, they start on Mondays. So there we go, so that's my Saturday. And then she's having a really good time in there, believe it or not. So with these, there is no like, I'm not fancy about it, it's just simply that. If they overhang the ends, I just come back later and I snip them off. Oh. See if we can rescue that. Where is it? Does anyone else have a dog that talks a lot? She's not a small dog, that's the worst bit. She's a big dog. Well, she's an average sized dog. She's not as big as Max, but she's still perhaps not as small as you'd expect. Okay, I'm going to make a real pig's ear of this. It's not happening. Where are we? It didn't work at all, did it? Okay. It's no big deal. Don't need to waste the tape, so I'll just stick it in there. Try a year without waste. Yep. Do that. I quite like the idea somebody was journaling and they said if you can't journal because your desk's full, use the stuff on your desk. Don't wait for an excuse, just use what's there. So she had bits of broken washi tape and things on her desk and she just simply picked them up and stuck them in onto her art journaling page. That is another something that I am planning on doing in 2021, hence the reason why I'm simplifying my written journals, because I want to get my creativity flowing again, because I haven't made jewellery for a long time, and I'm kind of in that like inspiring black hole at the moment. Either too many ideas are overwhelming me, or I can't quite get down what it is I want to make, so I need to get back into some creative stuff. Right, so there we go. So I do love this washi tape. It came in a set. I can't remember what this set's called. It was on Amazon basically. They come in sets. Miss Time, I think it says there in gold, upside down. So I think it's like sets of 12 different sizes. So that's the thin one or the normal size ones, and then it comes with some really big ones like this. But I quite like the fact that it had gold in it, so I was tempted with the glitz. And then obviously I'll do that one as well. And that's basically how I'm going to do it. And then what I'll do is I will draw in later and just washi tape them across my breakfast, lunch and tea. And for that I will just take a one of these 2mm washis, maybe pink, because it's quite festive, colourful, pink spotty. And I'm not particular about where these go. It's really as simple as that. I just need enough room to keep in track of what I'm eating, because I'm on a specific food plan at the moment, so I can follow it in case anything upsets my stomach. Anyone that's had to do that will know. So that's the only reason I make room for that, and I'll just do that across every page, somewhere where I want it. Again, I'm not too fussed. As long as I've got room to write everything else I want to put in the diary, it doesn't matter. This is just a daily thing. And down at the bottom there will just be my reflections. So if I just, so about there. You can't see that very well. Just bring it up because it's a neon pen, so I just write my reflections. Not a big space, just a space to write a line about how my day's been, you know, something really positive or something that I'm truly grateful for. We're just going into my reflections in like a gratitude way. So that's how I'll be using my diary going through to January, and I have pre-marked out so I know roughly what date I'll get up to. I'll get to about midway, there you go, 15th of January is how far I'll get before I decide what I'm doing with this one. And yeah, I will let you know if I do decide to keep it going or if I've chosen to change up and do something else. But I do have my Celtic diary from the Flickering Cauldron that I also plan to use, because that's got some interesting information in it, and that's more of a daily looking diary for me, one that I can carry around with me. So it might be that I actually move into that one going through January, and as I say, finish this one up for a bit whilst I'm getting into my art journaling. So I guess that means you can look out for a spot of me attempting art journaling, and when I say art journaling, I do mean it in the loosest possible forms. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you again in another series. By the way, if you want to check out the Perfect Planners method, then I think it's Jenny from Perfect Planning, and you can search her on YouTube. She's got loads of videos talking about it and how to do it. She does it very differently to me. This is my way, this is how it works for me, but you might like to do it the way that she's doing it. If you want to look up this journal, it's a really cheap version, to be fair, and it is a beautiful soft leather. I love the fact that it marks, and it came with 3 books. It also came with this insert, which is double-sided. It's also got the zip pocket on it there, so it's got a little zip pocket, and it came with this, everyone's calling them craft folders, so a folder where you can like store your receipts and bits and bobs in, and some cards. So, and it did also have that paper clip and the removable pen loop, and it's got a beautiful leather tag to stop it from damaging the edges of your journal. So yeah, I'll pop a link down below for that. These aren't sponsored, these are just links, so if you wanted to use the link to purchase it, then please by all means be free. And I will actually, before I go, let me know if you do use these, how you use yours, how are you finding them? Do you find that this standard size is big enough for you, or if you chosen to move into the, there's another one which is about that much bigger. Have you chosen to move into the next size up? Or have you gone for something completely different this year? Let us know in comments, see if we can open up the conversation. And I'll see you again in another video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. And I will wish you the very best. Goodbye.